moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I'm your host, Denise, and the movie I'm reviewing for you this week is titled Anatomy of a Fall. I went to see this in the theaters, so I'm not sure how many theaters this movie is playing at, but I think it's kind of on the indie spectrum, okay? This movie stars German actress Sandra Huller. So they're the two little dots over the U in her last name. So you want to put that little German accent on that pronunciation. Also stars Milo Machado Granier. He plays Daniel in the movie. And Samuel Thies, he plays Samuel in the movie. And Sandra Huller plays Sandra. All right. So in this movie, you have a family, a husband and wife, and a young son. You know, the son is about 10 or 11 years old. When the movie starts, Sandra, who is a novelist, is being interviewed by a literature student. She's got a book that's coming out and she's being interviewed. While this interview is taking place, her husband, Samuel, is upstairs in the attic of their chalet, which is in the French Alps, and he's doing some renovations. But he's also playing music quite loudly, okay, to the point where Sandra has to end the interview because the music is so distracting and annoying. So the interview ends and the young literature student leaves, and Daniel, the young son, takes their dog on a walk. When Daniel and the dog return, they see Samuel's body on the ground. He's dead. He has either fallen from the attic, maybe he jumped, was he pushed? We don't know. And that's what this movie is trying to find out. The couple, the married couple, although they're both writers, Sandra is clearly the more well-known. She's had a little bit more success. And Samuel is trying to, find his way and find his niche or his niche in his writing so that he can be better at what he does. Not sure if he's trying to compete with his wife or not. So, of course, an investigation takes place. And, of course, as the wife, Sandra is the suspect. Deny, deny, deny. I didn't do it. I was asleep after the interview that was a bust. I went to sleep. Don't know what happened to him. And of course, once the investigation gets underway, they're looking at, okay, the height from which this man fell. He's got a head wound. How did he get that head wound? Did he get the head wound before he fell, or was it as a result of the fall? Is his body in the same place that it was once he hit the ground? Was he barely alive, and did he struggle to try to gain his footing and get up? We don't know. But in the courtroom, which takes place in Grenoble, which is in France, is the community, or I guess the city, the interrogation, and the defense lawyers, they, went back and forth. she couldn't have done it. Well, yes, she could. What does the son have to do with this accident? Now, mind you, the young son has he was in an accident when he was much younger, about 4 years old, and he was in the care of his father when this accident occurred. This accident was so horrific that it he became blind. So in the movie, he seems to be able to get around, obviously, his home pretty well because he can navigate that. He knows his way around, but his eyesight has been seriously damaged. So what did he see? Of course, he can't see, but what did he hear? What were his feelings about what he heard? Did he hear an argument? Did he hear the loud music? Obviously. Was he annoyed by it? Is that why he took the dog for a walk? So all of these things come into play during the courtroom scenes, which are very, very riveting. Nothing like in North America. Now, I don't know if those courtroom scenes were dramatized for theatrical purposes or if this is how it's really done there. But they reveal a lot about the marriage, okay? So you peeling back the onion of that marriage and what their relationship was like. Was it tumultuous? Was it one of jealousy? Infidelity, do we know? The relationship between the mom and the son, the relationship between the son and the dad. And so the reason that they were living in this chalet is because Samuel, the victim, he thought that this is the best place for me to really get into my writing. Well, the couple, Sandra is German, he is French, so you've got two different languages and English being spoken at home. She doesn't speak his language very well, so all of this brings tension into this marriage. I'm telling you right now, this woman needs to be nominated for somebody's Academy Award or something. She was fantastic. Everyone in the film, the acting was superb. And the the little boy who played Daniel, one of the best performances by a child actor that I've seen in a long time. And so if this movie is out in, maybe smaller theater venues, please do yourself a favor and check it out. The ending, very surprising, very surprising. So that is my review this week, Anatomy of a Fall. All right, so I'm going to jump right into my Nailed It. My Nailed It this week comes from a Netflix movie that I watched a few days ago. The movie is called Naiad, but the Nailed It performance, whoa. Annette Bening, who played the role of Diana Naiad, she was the championship swimmer who at 60 years old had a lifelong dream to swim out in the ocean from Cuba to Florida. She tried not once, not twice, not 3 times, 5 times to do this. And the physical and mental fortitude that Annette Bening had to have gone through to portray this woman was fantastic to watch. Because you can't fake all of what she did. Obviously, I'm sure there were some, stunt people in there, but I'm watching that movie and she's doing a lot of the hard work. If you're not familiar with Diana Naiad, Google her story, and then watch the movie. I'm not reviewing it, but her performance, stellar. She's my Nailed It for this week. All right, folks, so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. All right, moviegoers, you know what to do. Until next week, I need you to go see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.